Just wanted to take a quick moment to talk about biraciality and being mixed as identifying terms. Here recently, I've seen there's a lot of confusion on when to use these terms or who to use them to. And I'm noticing that there are a lot of people who do not like being called mixed. For me personally, it's not a problem. I've called myself mixed for the whole 42 years I've been living on this planet. And now I know that there are tons of people who do not like being called mixed. So I won't call them that. But when I make my videos and I say things, I say mixed because that's what I am familiar and comfortable with. But in saying that, I do recognize that there are differing opinions and I respect personal boundaries. Y'all see what I did there? But anyway, I'll carry on. Let's talk definitions. This is the definition for mixed. I ain't reading all that, so y'all can pause it. The definition for biracial is a lot shorter, so I'll go ahead. Biracial is an adjective concerning or containing members of two racial groups. Of course there are differences, even though some people will read them and see the same exact fucking thing. And since there are differences, I'll go ahead and start talking about why some people do not like being called mixed. The term mixed had become an established pedigree around the mid-20th century. And I'm going to address the term pedigree in a moment. Now, why it was an established identifier? It was not always seen without controversy. It was often correlated to terms like mixed up, mixed signals, mixed company, shit like that, which alluded to the fact that there was some confusion. So it was taken as if you called someone mixed, they were confused by who they were, or as if they were untrustworthy or defective, an abomination of sorts. But just like now, the term mixed is attached to things like the mixed breeding of animals, as in different pedigrees, and also means that they are not purebred or thoroughbred. So around the 80s, the term multiracial was introduced. This term was problematic for a lot of people as well. A lot of people found that that word was a better descriptive for groups instead of individuals. Let me circle back to the 70s real quick. And yes, I was born in the 70s. Late 70s though. The term biracial started showing up in scientific papers around this time. But this term also did not suffice for everyone. It was felt as if the term was entirely too limited. And mind you, these are just snippets of information. I'll go into depth another day because I ain't doing that shit today. But I said all that to say this. Times have changed, but the definitions of these words mean different things to non-monoracial people. And I only said monoracial because I keep hearing this shit on my timeline. But you understand what I'm saying. So when considering all of these factors, it's very important to respect and understand personal boundaries. Y'all see what I did there? Again, what I find acceptable, somebody else might find derogatory. And in these instances, it's okay. It is also okay to be corrected on language use. Meaning, if something offends someone, it's okay to alter your words and say the same fucking thing. And I also have to point out that these are not overall and well-known derogatory terms. Because at this point, we should all be educated on what is. But it is okay to call someone what they prefer to be called. See what I did there again? Anyway, this was my rant for the day. Y'all have a good one. So I just want